Welcome to the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen, where we share gourmet recipes at a low-budget wonder. Now check this out.
Here I've got a bag of small white navy beans. And the first thing I'm going to do is drop them into a pot and then fill this up with water. Now it's important to do this the night before you want to actually cook your beans. I like to let these soak for at least 12 hours with the water level 1.5 to 2 inches above the beans. So I'm going to just cover them up and let them soak overnight. By morning you'll find that they pretty much double in size. And you'll probably find that a lot of the water's been depleted. So you want to just add some more until you've got about 1 inch over the top of those beans. Then you can go ahead and get them covered up, take it to the stove, and start working on bringing this up to a boil. Now I've heard some people like to add baking soda when they're cooking their beans, but I'm just going to add a couple pinches of salt instead. I believe the soda helps tenderize, and of course leaves that salty taste. So if you want to add it, that'll be up to you. After a good stir, you want to just cover them back up and let them simmer for 2 hours. In the meantime, I'm going to add some white onion, bell pepper, and jalapeno to my food processor and just pulse this until it's some fine pieces. You don't want it pureed or turned into a mush. Something like this here is perfect. Now in a hot pan I'm going to just add some olive oil, then add our chopped onion and peppers right to it. Now if you want to just skip this step, that's fine. A lot of folks like to add their raw ingredients right to the beans when they're stewing. But I like to caramelize the onions and brown the peppers up a bit. It adds more depth to the beans. Now I'm just going to give it a few pinches of salt and a little bit of my blackened seasoning that I filmed here a little while back. This will give it some real nice flavor. And this will take about 20 minutes on the stove to soften and caramelize is all. So you want to do this just before you're ready to strain your beans, which should be about ready by now, so let's check in on those. The texture on these is going to be really firm on the outside, but still soft on the inside. Kind of like undercooked macaroni. But don't worry about it because they're going to get plenty of cook time when we add all the other flavors. So just strain them out, but save the juice. As you can see, I've got my colander set inside a larger bowl to catch all the bean juice. There's a lot of flavor there, so it's better to add this back into the beans instead of plain water. Now we can just add the beans back to the original pot. Now in the last video recipe, I filmed country-style barbecue ribs. And in this recipe, they braised for 1.5 hours in barbecue sauce and pineapple juice. And what you end up with is several cups of leftover barbecue sauce. And I warned you not to throw this stuff out because there are so many recipes you can still use this for, including this baked beans recipe. So here I've got the cold version with a nice fat cap over the top. So all we need to do is give this a good stir. There is so much pork flavor in this sauce, it's going to make these beans amazing. So just go ahead and pour it on in there. And I apologize if you're looking for a from scratch recipe, but any good barbecue restaurant's going to make their beans like this. The drippings from a roast or chicken or rack of ribs is where it's at, not just added bacon. But speaking of which, here's one of those ribs. Just going to slice it up into little pieces here that I can add to the beans. Bacon's good, but if you've got some rib meat you can add instead, I highly recommend doing this. The sauce we added already has the pork fat, so this is a meaty bonus. And by now our onions and peppers should be about done. As you can see, it's got some good color. So we'll go ahead and pull this off the stove and add that right over the top as well. Now you want to just get that stirred in. And this is a good time to judge where you're at here in the cooking of these beans. What I mean is, even though I write down the recipe for you guys, this is something you really kind of wing and judge as you go along. So I'm going to add a little bit more barbecue sauce and a little bit more of that bean juice. Just top it off, and my secret ingredient is Southern Comfort. But any whiskey or bourbon will do. I like the SoCo because it's sweet. Plus I buy the 100 proof. So just stir that in real good. Go ahead and cover it back up. And you're going to simmer this for 3 to 4 hours. And you want to stir about every 20 minutes. Now check it out. Whoo-wee! Just look at that color. Not too shabby. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I've got video recipes even better than this. But I promise you, these are the best barbecue baked beans. And there you have it. Barbecue baked beans right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet kitchen.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.